I have gossip.
Oh, boy.
Johnny, I have gossip. You don't know what the gossip is, do you?
No, I don't. I pride myself on not knowing what the gossip is.
Because it happened after the evening show.
All right, so I definitely don't know the gossip.
So it's not in the prep sheets for today. But I have gossip. Does anyone in the chat know what the gossip is? It's so exciting. So 2024, God decided to give me his biggest struggles up front. They weren't. They were my struggles, Mein Kampf. I did it myself. But God decided to reward me the second half of the year by just intermittent felting of others. And this one isn't funny because I really hope that the innocent parties in all of it are okay. But as far as public I don't seek financial ruin for others, but public embarrassment is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, it always is.
And I don't know how else to say this. I don't want to tease it and do it later. Nick Rekieta's main home is in foreclosure.
That seems odd. Didn't he make like millions?
He made a lot of money.
Foreclosure means the bank has been expecting you to pay for a while. And
well, wait, hey, can you do me a favor?
Allegedly.
It's kind of like when you eat cuisine that's not for you, but the other person, it's their favorite cuisine and it's their favorite 5-star restaurant and they kind of brought you along. Don't savor all the morsels right away. I want to slow walk you into a tasting menu if I could. See,
all right.
You're jumping way ahead of me. You're like, doesn't that mean the bank,
all right.
Is wanting to just wait. Just let me. You're going at a normal human being's pace. I would like to savor these morsels.
All right.
All right. I'm going to chew 36 times per bite. So go slow with me.
All right.
This is big. I go on Kiwi Farms after the evening show because I need to whack off. So I go on Kiwi Farms after the evening show and I see that someone has posted. They're like, they wrote, did I find something? And they posted a foreclosure notice from the Wilmer paper. And it had Nick's main house listed as the foreclosed property. Someone responded on Kiwi Farms by saying, you didn't just find something, you found a goddamn gold mine. So it was the listing of the foreclosure of this is not the Silent Hill orange shower spare house. We're talking about the main residence. And he owes $307,000. And to your point about foreclosure and how that works, that means that for a year now, he has not been paying his mortgage payments. Once you don't pay for like 6 months or something like that, you're in default. When you don't pay for a year, you go into foreclosure. That means there have been warnings. That means that there have been notices sent in the mail or email or however you get your notifications, and they've just been ignored. $307,000. So now there is an auction scheduled, Johnny, to get back to where you were on this. There is an auction scheduled for August.
Okay.
And in February, they have until August to pay. I don't get how that works. I thought once you auctioned something, it's over.
Do the people who buy the house in February have until August to pay for it, or do they have until August?
Apparently, they have until August, the way I read it. They have until August to pay for it. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, date and time of sale, February 4th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Place of sale, County Sheriff's Office in Wilmer. So he now owes $307,000. And someone's saying buying a house that someone else lives in. No. It is not the second house. This is the main house. So apparently about 2 years ago, he took out a $316,000 mortgage on a fully paid for house. So it was paid. Paid in the shade with pink lemonade, homeboy. Like, you got this. It's over. Free and clear. It's yours. He took out a $316,000 mortgage against the equity on the home and has apparently made like a year's worth of payments and then stopped paying. So you're looking at $317,000. You come up with this $307,000 or sayonara de casa. It's over.
Why did he take the money out if he didn't?
This is what's interesting to me. This is what I don't understand. And like when we hung out, I didn't get into finances or anything. Like I don't know anything about anybody's. I don't watch people's money. You know, like I always say, I got my own problems. So let's say you make $2 million while the sun is shining, right? You make $2 million worth of hay on YouTube. Well, YouTube takes 30%. That's
right, so
$2 million. That's 600,000 if my math is right.
Roughly, yeah.
600,000. You got 1.4 million. You make 1.4 million. At that point, the government between the state and federal, they're taking about half, right? You're talking 700,000 in your pocket. Now you got Rumble deals, you got locals, you got all this stuff. So let's say free and clear, 1.2 million. Maybe let's say $1.5 million.
Okay.
You spend 600,000 on the house. Now we're down to about 900,000. Now you start paying a nanny. You start buying the $3,000 a month worth of snacks, like he says. Camelot said $20,000 a month on Coke. I don't know how much Coke is. I never paid for any drugs. $20,000 for 2 years. Johnny, check my math here. That's about $500,000.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're talking about $300,000-$400,000. That might be all that's left, if that. You've also got vehicles you purchased. You got vacations you went on. You haven't been streaming for a year consistently. You haven't had a Rumble deal for a year. You got to think this might be the end of the money train.
Oh, the money train ended a while ago. It's the end of the stash.
That's what I'm sorry. You're right. That's what I meant. Money might be gone. Now, there is the idea that, and Sam Show, I'm on the same level you are. Like, on one hand, you're like, ha, 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 but then you think there's 5 kids involved here, and that's very sad.
And that sucks, yeah.
That sucks. But I don't think I'd be enjoying this as much as I would if I didn't think there was a solution. They're selling that other house, and it's pending, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's pending, that means they're going to close before February 5th, or at least on February 5th. Usually closing is anywhere between 45 and 60 days in Minnesota. So you could take the equity from that other house, and you're probably only going to take $350,000 to $300,000 away from it, but you can pay off that other mortgage. And yeah, you might not have any money left afterwards, but you can pay the house.
And you don't have any debt.
Right. Or you let the house go. Now, you do get the red meat. So if that house sells for $700,000, he owes $300,000, that's $400,000. You got $300,000 from the other house, that's $700,000. It'll buy you some time. I mean, $700,000 with 5 kids and a certain lifestyle, that ain't going to go very far, but it'll buy you some time to figure something out.
I don't know, man. How much is that house going to sell for?
It's worth about, I'd say, I think people were looking it up on Kiwi Farms. It's worth about 8.
Yeah, but what condition is it in right now? That's a part that determines a lot of this factor, too. Yeah. What state is the house in? Yeah,
nobody knows.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Nobody knows. Here's the somebody says they only have to pay $310,000. Nobody's paying $750,000. They're saying that if they only have to pay $310,000, no way somebody's paying $750,000. Well, in Minnesota, there is a law that even if you're foreclosed on, you have to get at least 82% of your home's value in the sale, and you get whatever's left over. So there is that portion of it in the state of Minnesota. So yeah, that's what I know so far. Anything I do after this is complete rumor, innuendo, speculation. That's it.
All right.
I just thought you might want to know.
It's very interesting. I am trying to figure out what to do about my own living arrangement, so this is helpful.
Do you want to buy a house?
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's there.
I don't know. It might be a farther drive than I'm looking for, though.
That's what I know. That's the gossip. That's the scuttlebutt. People can do with that what they will, but did not see that coming. And then somebody, we have one sweeper in the chat, Oodles of Toodles. We have one Baldo washer. He says, if you don't think you knew this was coming, you're stupid. Okay, if you knew this was coming and you still let this happen, you're an idiot. If you don't get this taken care, I mean, this is publicly humiliating.
Yeah.
It's publicly humiliating to find out that you owe that much money
on a house that was paid for.
Yeah, Oodles of Toodles, that's the Baldo washer. He says, I'm taking bets Nick won't lose his house. I don't think he will either. I don't think he's going to lose his house.
Nobody said that that's going to happen.
No, it's just humiliating to be in foreclosure. Pay your bills. Like, people are like, oh, he's going to come up with the money and he's going to pay it off. You shouldn't be there in the first place.
You shouldn't have to be paying off the money. The house was paid off.
All you have to do is make the easy monthly payments on the $316,000. Now you got to come up with $307,000 straight away.